Hello, everyone! What happened to Dragon Age that won? It didn't win before I looked at the poll for the last time, so it probably won after I last looked at the poll. I goofed and looked at the strawpoll.me site, whereas strawpoll.com is like the better of the two. Yakuya is here! What's up, dude? I'm glad Yakuya shows up for my Danganronpa streams. It's very cool. Very cool. I would let the whole song play because it's awesome, but you know, copyright bullshit. Chapter 2 pre-child prep. No. You gotta be shitting me right now. Go back. Go back.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the...
How do I even go back to motherfuckers? Did I forget to save the damn game last time? Anyway, I just came to say hi because I gotta wake up early tomorrow for my moving into the vocational school. Okay, Brenda. Well, have a good night. I hope that goes well for you tomorrow. You have got to be shitting me. Okay. So I guess this is gonna be chilling with chat and reading chat while redoing the fucking trial because ain't that some shit? How did I forget to save this game? Oh well, chill stream for a little bit. We'll just do this shit again, I guess. Yeah, it's just the trial, at least.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class. If you can figure out, then I'll punish everyone beside. Okay, then. Let's talk about the murder weapon.
Hopefully I just remember all the details so it'll be easy. I don't actually remember any of the controls. Silencer's right mouse button, I don't need that yet. Fast forward argument with control. Handbook menu is F1. Dumbbell found on the floor of the girls' locker room had a significant amount of blood on it.
It appears it was a head wound. According to the Monokuma file, the killer... What kind of blunt instrument could it have... I bet it was an iron pipe. Interesting.
Yeah, that was it.
That certainly would...
Or Chihiro.
Chihiro's, it appears it was...
According to the Monokuma file, the...
Space Ghost trick.
I bet it was an iron pipe. No, that's wrong.
Danganronpa is the best. It's a very
Can
good
we
game.
agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell? It was covered in blood.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned,
I want a
there's no
Monokuma plushie
mistake
too.
and no room. You looked at her head wound?
Yes! That's so...
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Although, I believe the criminal behind...
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is a fiendish serial killer Genocide Jack.
What did they add when? So this is where we get the white noise when we do the silencer. Okay. Oh, now my allergies are freaking back up. I should have brought that Flonase with me.
The culprit is Jack.
Suspected genocide Jack victims include Kim Harada, profiling the kid's killer is likely a student suffering from split personality.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
No, it's wrong. I might know one
So
reason
awesome
he
that
could be
Berlizzi
involved.
played this game. I'm not sure who that is. I need to check them out.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together.
So anybody who's coming in late, just so you know, we did this trial last stream. Apparently, I'm a dumbass and I forgot to save the game before I quit. Guess I'm too used to auto saves in this day and age, so
The why of it is
trying to
probably
speed
more
through it
trouble.
real quick.
More importantly, it outlines, according to the file, there appear to be two. The first is that a bloody
So if you want to see
message
this trial in
was
its
found written at
entirety, check out the
scene
end of last
every
stream.
murder.
For now, I'm just trying to get to chapter 3 real quick.
No.
But more important
lust.
is the other characteristic.
Never made public? What?
Why don't you tell?
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, other than the killer, the only people who know about this.
However, Chihiro is most definitely. So, how did the culprit know about this when there's only one logical answer? It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of...
Yes, in fact, it's
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity.
What? Hey, okay, wait, Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember?
Bloodophobia.
What kind of serial...
Is Toko Genocide
Still makes
Jack?
me laugh.
The answer is yes.
Another riddle.
I'm trying to remember how Hangman's Gambit works again. I always forget. Shoot the letters by pressing the left mouse button. You'll have to shoot some letters more than once to destroy them.
Now I understand.
Yeah, hemophobia.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Huh?
I think I read that. They thought that the suspect might have.
Oh, okay. But
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body.
I got it! You're talking about how she started.
That's right. Think back. She fainted.
I'm rushing through, but I'm still trying to read everything so I don't get stuck at some point and fuck it up.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go.
Oh, you're graduating this Thursday. Congrats.
Oh, without permission.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, in other words,
I don't even
within
remember
her
if I
is
was
one
drunk at the end of last
personality that
stream, but I
can't
must have been
handle
out of
blood,
it because I forgot to
and one that
save.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared.
The reason she locked herself in her room, it was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her.
Yeah. How can you...
I do believe you misunderstood. What she's trying to say isn't, how could you know? What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, she told me she said, a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was and that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a...
This is all a lie.
You said you wouldn't...
What?
You promised...
You have only yourself to blame. This is the real world. Besides, you said that as long as you were here, no matter what, in spite of that promise.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out.
Is this what the game is about? A lot of standing and debating? No, not necessarily. It's a bunch of kids trapped in a school that they were supposed to be going to, where they're all the elite of what they do. And they get trapped into a kind of Saw-like game where they tell them they can only leave if they murder someone and get away with it. And so you have trials, class trials, where you find out who killed someone every time someone murders somebody.
That's the only reason I...
How many times do I have to tell you? But you weren't able to do it.
These streams are also a lot more interesting when I'm not replaying a part that I haven't saved during, so I apologize for that.
Your efforts were useless.
Didn't know this was like this until I started this.
The opening act is nearly finished.
Person...
Anybody who's bored right now, I recommend you check out the VOD from last time I played this. Like the last little bit of that, and just catch up there. Because it'll be a lot more interesting to check some of that out than it will be to watch me speed through this.
Well, hello there. What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack!
What the fuck is this? Toko, what happened to you?
Not Toko. That's a loser name. And what happened is, so what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? Like they say, sound and murderous mind, sound and murder.
This one is so different from the one we...
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front, just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that... Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, I kind of like Phoenix Wright, but more brutal. I love Phoenix Wright, by the way. It's one of my other favorite game series.
What's up?
Yeah, definitely a great game franchise. I'm playing Spirit of Justice on my phone right now. I'm on chapter 3, I think.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind...
Well, I'll tell you. I am just kidding.
Then it's... Of course it's not true! How dare you try to link me to that and another thing! The police and government and society in the out... I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go...
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is... It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. Just kidding again!
This should be enough to convince you. This murder, there's clearly a motive.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 20... Well, let's assume that if a secret like that came to light, Toko... So she had a very clear motive to never have...
Interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could... Maybe so, but...
Do you really expect any of us...
Yeah. I could never believe a word...
A lot of sitting and debating longer than 10 minutes is boring. Not necessarily. It depends on the stakes behind it and the stuff you start to learn. Like, if you go back and watch...
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe?
Status of the dead body was... Those body had been suspended and her hands had been bound with some kind of rope. A fatal injury was avoided.
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking!
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong. Are the methods of murder really exactly the same? I think there's a slight difference between the genocide.
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage!
Human garbage?
I murder with passion. I consider myself a professional. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using this is no create.
Well, let me rephrase that. There are two clear differences between the... I got it! For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, according to the case file, they were...
Scissors, not a dumbbell.
Yes. That is remarkable. Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills this and there's more? What?
That's right. In my recipe of murder, then the arrangement of the body would be the pest.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference?
I got it! Do you remember
Chef
what the
Boyardee.
killer
Oh,
used
no,
to
it's murder.
suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrist.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous...
This game will also get easier to voice act as it goes on because there'll be less characters left.
And
We'll get better and better at the ones that are still alive.
Like I said, I'm a professional.
I was thinking about that
Naturally,
earlier.
I'm very picky. And Big Mac said there's two differences.
Big Man?
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? There's a pattern there. Just figure that out, and it'll be plain as death. Why
I got it! Is it because...
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money.
What are you talking about?
in all the Genocide Jack cases,
It's kind of ironic. It's like because Chihiro was a girl, and it's like they just didn't know she wasn't.
They were all
Or he wasn't.
guys?
That's right. The people I killed. I can't believe I said it.
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it. I'm just a full throttle boy-on-boy fangirl. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little...
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both... I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your It's a different matter entirely. When you're
Quiet, lolicon!
Slowly.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as and if by some fluke why would I bother with the message and arrangement?
That does.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in this.
Who's my favorite Danganronpa character? I like Aoi and I forgot her name. She's barely said shit this case. The silver-haired girl. I think it's Kirigiri actually.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that? Da-da-da-da! She's fully. That's right. So I can kill. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope? Go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Got her. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot.
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
But the body really was suspended, right?
Yeah. That's why we figured it.
The person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases.
here's my answer.
Byakuya.
Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem
Yeah,
gaining
Kirigiri.
access. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file.
Are you saying?
Then the reason he pushed the theory of genocide because he wanted to pin.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it the adorable glasses man was behind it all?
Well, Byakuya,
I see. So now then I must ask. When would you say I began acting?
The way you were acting right before we You wanted to go to the girls' locker room.
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. The victim was Chihiro, a girl.
Nothing strange about that.
On the contrary, there's something...
Okay then, let's go ahead. Share with...
This is where I have to start finding contradictions within the phrases themselves rather than using evidence. I always forget about this stuff. They make this so complicated.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a... So, of course, I would suggest we check... There was no time for pointless... What's so strange?
I wish you'd taken me with you.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird, but he was acting...
If you're presented with the opportunity,
That's a natural...
The victim
Was Chihiro.
No, that's wrong.
Haven't we been over this sketch before on the previous stream? Yeah,
I'll
like I
tell you
said,
what's
I
so
forgot to
strange
save,
about
so
that.
I'm speeding back through this.
Until we actually discovered, so your claim that you went to
I'm
the girls'
stupid.
locker room first because Chihiro...
I see.
Has anyone here
That's a
tried the
good
Danganronpa
answer,
simulation
I
on
must
Brant still?
admit.
No, I'm not sure what that is.
Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Huh? What's wrong? Is that it? Sure. What's the matter? You're not finished already.
There is.
There is more to it. We just talked about the differences between this. The proof you're looking for is...
Oh? Proof?
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it?
That's right! It absolutely was!
then there must be something very fishy.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life. Obviously, somebody else must have had it hidden away
Go back to
somewhere.
again. Should have just hit space.
What? The difference between... You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my... And I use those same scissors to arrange... But, Chihiro, it was some kind of...
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something...
Hey, Byakuya, where...
I'd never seen...
Seen that rope before in my life.
No, that's wrong. Actually, I'm pretty
Was
sure
it
you
Byakuya, the one in the game who got punished from the previous stream? No, he was not, actually.
Because, you see, that extension...
He moved the crime scene, but he didn't actually do the murder.
Byakuya and the same extension cord went missing after the murder. And there's no
Everyone
way
in the middle of a
someone
massive
who
storm
uses
right
that
now, real
extension
scared there'll
cord
be a
as much as
tornado.
you
The
do
meteorologists are moving
wouldn't
the severe
discover
weather
that
into the
fact.
highest category for our area. Hope I wake up tomorrow. I hope you're alright, man. Dell's in the middle of them as well, so you're not alone. Toko has a long-ass tongue and desires to kill people. Conclusion, Toko is a pre-transformation T-virus leader, right?
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord.
I've been told I have a
can't
pretty long
imagine
tongue.
any of...
That's really what you think? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung... I intentionally made it look... Is that about right? What's wrong? I asked...
Hell yes, that's what happened.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he...
Sorry, I think...
Huh? Do we really need...
I know, there's something that's still...
Is that right? And I killed her in the girls' locker. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look... What about all that...
I got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even if she was found dead in
For
the
anyone
girls'
joining in, we're
locker
just
room,
speeding through
there
this
is
case because I forgot to
absolutely
save,
no
by the way.
question. How could the scene of the crime
So I
have
keep
been
iterating that
anywhere
because I know
else?
this is boring right now.
I think it's
This is not how I normally play the game. I usually let everything play out.
That was
Read all the
awfully
stuff that
specific.
doesn't have voice acting
Please,
to
I
it.
believe I do.
Hey, don't just move on without permission.
Come on, Mako. If there's any chance the murder took place...
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is...
Your proof?
The poster in the girls... A picture of a big-boobed supermodel. Why would the girls' locker room...
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally...
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room... A poster of the super popular... Again, that doesn't really seem to...
So you're saying that maybe the poster...
And there's one other thing I noticed. You know what I'm talking about.
You're referring to my protein. Well, I was in the girls' locker room earlier, but I noticed that after the murder...
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet. In fact, I found it on the...
That's definitely this...
Then, does that mean that... But why wouldn't
To move the murder scene from one locker room... What? In other words, in order to blood-stained poster and carpet, by doing this, the killer was able to change the...
I can certainly follow your reason.
Huh?
Why would they go through all that Actually, an even bigger question. Then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room? To get into the locker rooms, you have to... But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access. She had no way to get into the...
No, she did have a way.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have been... No, I don't... She used the thing that was in the...
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room, no...
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten in?
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate. I'm sure that would have been no problem.
Broken e-handbook. Old handbook's found in the main hall, but broken or spread over the corner. Broken handbook is the
No, I don't think she used the thing that...
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook.
It's broken.
No, it's wrong!
That was it. It
No,
was
I don't think Chihiro used
actually,
Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Can't remember his name right now.
Leon's handbook was
It's Kuwabara. Yeah, Mondo.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess...
I am struck silent by...
Plus, isn't there a regulation against you?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook... In other words, you could borrow... Of course, if it were broken...
So then, she must have hacked her.
You can't fix an e-handbook.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook...
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial...
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boy.
Okay, then.
Hold on a second. I agree with you, though.
What the? You finally decide to open your... There's no way she could get in the boys' locker.
Why are you so sure she couldn't
Kyoko
get in?
Kirigiri, she's one of
There's
my
still
favorites.
one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all...
Wait.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole...
Huh? Well, all right then. Now then, what is it you want to...
Oh, I have no doubt it'll...
Yeah, he was responsible for his brother's death in a motorcycle accident.
girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top.
I'd like you to examine the victim. Be sure to examine the entire...
Examine her.
No, wait, no, wait, no, wait, no.
It's probably best. It's not that I'm creeped out or anything. It's just...
Very well. I'll...
But you're a girl.
No, it's okay. So just leave this to...
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl act? That's not it at all.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chihiro.
Be sure to check her entire body.
Her entire body? What? What is it? Not possible.
It's just such a good scene. Whoa!
This girl is
what?
Is a boy.
Ah, I see. So...
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about...
It's really...
Chihiro was...
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Chihiro Fujisaki.
He was a cross-dresser?
So that's what Kyoko wanted. Yeah. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back. I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, we've all just learned of the shocking revelation.
Yes, well... And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem...
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy.
So then, there should be no... The victim was killed in the boys' locker room. And the killer could have easily used Sayaka or Junko's hand...
So Chihiro really was killed in...
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body.
Well, I must admit, I knew he felt a little... off.
This is the most titillating...
So now everything has been...
Okay, well, connected or clear or what...
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned...
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death, but... I think he might not actually...
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
He just seems to be too... easygoing. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't...
And you think that might be because he doesn't have...
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... He consciously chose to use the extension cord. At least, that... And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy. If you really were
When you join the stream just to fall asleep to the sound, yeah. I'd normally be doing crazy voices and stuff, but we fucked up last stream. I didn't save it, so having to speed back through the last court case.
Right. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girl.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now.
I find it very...
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe.
If you're really telling the truth, then...
My reasons hardly matter right now. Now then.
Well, I don't think I can say...
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good.
No, I'm with Makoto. Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's true.
Damn straight. Do you not have a mind of your... Of course I do.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time.
That's very...
Our lives are all...
Excellent. Then shall we...
I got it!
Some chaotic. I had to speed back through this because I forgot to save last stream.
Isn't there a...
Celeste's account was about the bag, I'm pretty sure. Cheryl was spotted leaving the warehouse, and she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a double bag, presumably she was on her way to the exercise. But clothes were not found at the crime scene. Celeste has not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter.
Clues are one did nobody get a... I'm sure someone saw the kill.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over.
It's all. You want to know who saw the killer?
And only the killer. And it's not like
They're just gonna turn. Game over, man.
Yeah! No! Not game over!
So I guess we just use this
Isn't
any
there
kind
a
of
single
meaningful.
clue that might lead us to... Well,
Clues, did nobody get a... I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is only time to new info.
Nope, not that.
Shoot!
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to...
Well, did nobody get... I'm sure if someone saw the...
Perhaps someone saw the victim.
Yeah. All we need right now is
It's over. You want to know who saw the killer?
Oh yeah, that's wrong because Celeste saw.
No!
Duh.
I believe someone else did see the...
Now that you mention it, yeah. Oh, but the rest of you had no idea.
whatever. Just hurry up.
It was last night. Right. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume...
A track jacket and a duffel bag.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed...
And that is when he said something that... Chihiro told me he was... But why would he be in a hurry?
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with...
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted enough so that he was willing to risk...
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right?
But knowing what we know...
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer to focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on two...
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we would...
As was noted, the evidence is already gone.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste.
The bag was just... all the bags in there are the same, so...
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent... You think there might be some connection between...
Perhaps. Let's explore that and... First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific track?
What do you mean, the specific track?
I got it! He picked that track. It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying? The killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
No!
Boom, gave himself away.
Hold on a second,
We're almost
Mondo.
back through this.
Huh? When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she never said anything about the jacket's color. So why did you say
What are you...
Hey, Celeste.
As a matter of...
And before we began the trial,
the only one I told her...
Then... Mondo, how did you...
Because I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in...
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the...
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit is if he saw Cherry with it before he died! Cherry? So, how about it? Did you see the track?
Just by chance. He walked past me, and he was carrying...
no, that can't be it either. When Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made up if you just ran into him briefly, you couldn't.
It would appear you dug your own grave.
Perhaps. But you handed him the shovel, didn't you? Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with? What a...
Ah, now I understand. Your true intention was to drop... That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on...
That's right. However, Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about...
But why?
That's a good question. There was a certain turning point that maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick. And after he was killed, you happen to refer to him as dude. Once I picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo knew something we didn't.
You noticed that?
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not nearly as frightful as someone capable.
Mondo, did you really kill
I didn't kill anyone! You've been all over me, judging everything. What gives you the right to treat me like—
Yeah! He would never do something like that!
It's true. My reasoning.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem.
That's what my little ghost friend.
Oh yeah, that reminds me.
Really? Actually, you know, now that I'm...
Jeez, does your confidence just get up and walk?
What do you...
It happens to be an e-handbook.
Shoot!
Oh, sorry. It's Chihiro's.
I got it! We know Chihiro's
Trying to rush through too
missing
fast.
For a fact.
For a fact, I was totally...
But it must hold some clue about...
Well, that's what I was hoping.
I imagine the culprit broke.
That's odd. I didn't think.
You're right. They're totally waterproof and shot.
And yet, this one does appear to be broke for all your confidence.
Do you think how precise?
I got it! You already told us before that the hand...
Sure. Maybe I let that.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break,
Then we can only assume that someone. You know what the weakness is, right?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
But if I tell you, and
Just tell us already!
oh well, I have a weakness. Then allow me to make a special announcement. When it's exposed to high temperatures for...
I flippin' knew it!
You knew it?
Yeah, because I found the handbook.
The temperature in the sauna can reach over. It's because as you're sweating, if the hot air of the sauna were, that layer of air would get... So when you're in a sauna...
Interesting.
That is a mere trifling speck of knowledge.
Anyway, if you found the victims, then the killer must have been purposely trying to...
meaning the culprit somehow.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma's...
Indeed.
What if they found out by...
What do you mean?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna? They'd realize it was broken, of course. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they...
I won't say it's not possible. I don't know of anyone who took their.
I might know someone who did. Whoa! I think the one who may have taken their handbook... Here's my answer. Mondo. You're... What? Why? Mondo and Taka had an endurance and for the contest, Mondo just... But little did he realize, he'd all... And when it was all over, Mondo discovered...
No, wait, hold on! I don't accept this!
Let's test Makoto's assertion. If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that what...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine!
No, that's wrong! Mondo, the handbook you have right now.
The fuck is that supposed?
The broken handbook that was it. Isn't that one?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo I think he took Leon's handbook, and after all, Monokuma said himself.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken, which would mean that the handbook Mondo...
But doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loan?
Well, there is a rule about loaning your handbook to another. It's kind of a gray area, I admit. But no worries. As such, I decree that exchange...
Well, Mondo, If I'm wrong, I'm happy to admit I made a mistake.
Son of a... What's wrong, bro? You are wrong! Everything you just said is wrong!
Okay, then why don't we look back on this? That way, everything will become clear.
Alright, so we're repiecing it from the beginning now. It will be done. Guess it's your hero. Gets the tracksuit, sees Celeste. Celeste sees the tracksuit hanging out of the bag. Okay, so Chihiro stuffs it back in the bag, starts to leave, goes through the locker rooms. Scans into the boys' locker room. Can't remember what goes there. Yeah, they meet the killer. The killer's in there working out already, I guess. Maybe that was it. They're putting stuff in the locker and they get killed. Wait. The killer picks it up there, so. Hang on. Actually, I think it's this. Let's raise on the poster. Fuck, this is confusing for some reason. Take them to the other one, obviously. So obviously Byakuya finds the corpse and decides to do the weird shit where he messed with it. I think maybe this one is all that's left. I think that's it.
The killer is you!
Hopefully.
First, let's take a look back to the... Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro. At the time, she was apparently... That something was a blue tracksuit. With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was a... She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl, access the boys' locker room? simple. Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain... Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met... It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro, and attacked him. And that's where the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster, and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem.
So not that one. Okay. So what did I have left then? Okay, so I guess where they removed the poster over.
Here's exactly what happened. After all, Sayaka using one of those. And that's exactly how the killer did it. With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room. That could have been the end of things, but
Did you miss anything? Nah, we're still redoing the part from last stream that I forgot to save
the
over.
body and decided to intervene in the
Almost done.
So, after stumbling on, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he wanted to create the illusion that genocide... And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence, Chihiro's handbook. And just as the killer expected, the steamy sauna was enough to ruin the electronic gadget. Somehow, the killer knew that the handbook couldn't stand up to the heat of the sauna. And the reason they knew that is because the sauna had already wrecked their own handbook. And that's how it all played out. Isn't that right, Mondo Orada?
I'm just gonna speed through this, 'cause it's all sad. Space key, if you have time activate, Timo will be forced to its max. That's fine. If you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. I still don't understand how these work.
Show me some evidence.
You take damage to your influence gauge whenever your opponent's statements explode. If this gauge reaches 0, you'll fill the case. Indicates current tempo. You'll have to press buttons in rhythm. Able to keep up with the rhythm, you can eventually perform a combo. Get your combo past a certain level, and rhythm will change, resulting in tempo up. On the flip side, you keep on missing it, resulting in tempo down. Right mouse button to lock on. Just continue to match the rhythm. You'll have the chance to lock on an enemy save. At this point, press the right button to lock on. Attack with left. It's basically alternating right and left to an extent. Okay.
You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! I refuse to vote! Show me some evidence! You're wrong! I won't listen! I refute you! False! Show me some evidence! I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! I refuse to vote! I refute you! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it. Thinking so far is right, Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with in which case, we can just check each of our handbooks once we do that.
You don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah, I did it.
Confession. I think I got a slightly better score than last time, I don't remember.
Bro, what are you saying?
Show me some evidence. Shows evidence. Surprise Pikachu.
I got no choice, man. Go ahead. Ask, Roger.
Wait, no way, time for cool you. Will you? What's it gonna?
Kuwabara! I just finished watching Yu Yu Hakusho recently, actually. Finally, for the first time, I watched all of the show. It's really good. Recommend checking it out if you guys have missed it. It's on Hulu. Whole thing, including the Three Kings arc.
So.
Actually,
Oh, you can hold control of speed through it. Good. Yeah, the Three Kings arc was awesome. Yeah, that's one thing I definitely didn't get to see any of on Toonami. I only saw parts of the Dark Tournament too, so like, I never saw anything of the arc after that with, what's his name? Starts with an S, but I can't remember his name. But yeah, like, it was all a really good show. I liked it a lot. It's a pretty satisfying ending for an anime, you know. They usually don't get satisfying endings. They usually just cut off halfway through. Like fucking Bleach. Like, I like to pretend Bleach ends after, you know, Ryzen is actually, I think it's Ryzen?
Don't make me
might be saying the wrong name, but, you know, the main bad guy of, like, the whole main part of it, you know, once he's beaten. Aizen, yeah, after Aizen's beaten. I like to pretend that's the end of Bleach. Not discounting the manga, I'm sure the manga's still good, but, like, that was the part I cared about, and I didn't care about anything after that. Aizen, yeah, that's it. Kuwabara! Way to kill your brother, dumbass! Sorry you were Mishy. Fucked up. really hate myself for not saving the game last time. Yeah, Shinobu. Since we... Yeah, I've never seen any of that arc either, but it was really good. Some crazy shit went on in that show. I just wish, spoilers for Yu Yu Hakusho, but I wish Hiei had told his fucking sister who he was. That annoyed me. He never told her. Like how Monokuma ejects from the ejector seat. Boing. And he has a pompadour on as well before he does. You never saw the finale? It's worth checking out. It's on Hulu now. You should go check it out, man. At some point. Pompakuma, yes. I always forget about that. Mondo butter. Time for some despair!
Well,
support. Five down, 10 to go. I think I probably just Alt F4 the fucking game around here or something. You want to save the data, yes. You wish to overwrite, yes. I swear I did that last time. Alright, so I'm gonna go smoke, I'll come back, and then we'll get started with the real part that we were meant to start at. This is where we were meant to start. Okay, so be right back. Alright, I'm back. What is up, Dylan? You stopped at the part where Kurama first transformed into a form that gives him white hair. Yep, his Kurama's demon form. Of course, now my allergies start to get bad now that we get to the good part. Yeah. At least I have the sniffles right now, so.
I know I shouldn't cry.
Ooh. AOA fan service.
But I've had enough. I can't take it anymore. Getting out of here anytime soon. It's impossible. I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malasadas.
Okay.
Oh, God of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. What did I miss in the past 5 minutes? Nothing. I've been on break. We just got to chapter 3 because I stupid and apparently forgot to save last time. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for breaking the nighttime rule. Right now, for me, donuts are absolutely necessary.
Huh?
What's that sound? It sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But
I'm super scared, but... Is someone there? Huh? A next generation legend, stand tall, galactic hero. Donuts do fix everything. What's up, bye? The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial, everyone met up in the dining hall, just like always. And I expected it to start like any other day. That's what I expected, but... Today's count kinda sucks, huh? Toko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere. She said her stomach was hurting, so she's taking it easy in her room for today.
oh,
That is rather unusual for her. Normally she is so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then,
So it's just the 7 of us then. It looks that way.
How about that?
It's times like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang.
Impossible.
Or not. Taka hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. Hey, Mr. Stark, sir, I'm going to ask you to exit the donut. One look at his face showed he hadn't slept a wink last night. It must be because of Mondo. The two of them became so close, and then he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro. And then having to watch Mondo get punished, and nothing he could do about it. I can't even imagine what it must have done to him. Not much, packing from a move, right on. Hope that goes well for you. So I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out, and we have no idea if help's ever gonna come. Now I'm all depressed just thinking about it. We simply have to make the best of things. Do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. That is the only hope we have now. What? To live here forever?
Well,
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, our every need is seen to. Why are you dissatisfied? In fact, let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence? As society grows, so does its perversion. In which case, is our current situation not... Demon angel, pretty pudgy princess.
Huh?
Here we go.
Maggie, the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon cat girl dog boy, Robo Justice, the Galactic King, and... What I mean is there's no 2D here!
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind put such base desire to their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well anyway, since Taka's like catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So, we're all gonna work together and spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching?
I'm right.
Well, I mean, since the class trial is over and all.
Perhaps.
Fumi's lips kind of bothers me. Yeah. There should be new places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well,
Then once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Do you have any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us, which may further enrich our life here. Alright, no, the point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in to bring the conversation.
You called for me, so I appeared.
Genocide. No, nobody called for you. What the? How come it's Genocide Jill and not Toko?
Yes!
God, this place is just amazing! Finally a place I can just be my murderous self. Which is why I've decided to stop holding back and spread my wings. No more hiding any cave for me. I feel like I'm doing Monokuma for Genocide Jill, but I don't really know how to do a girl voice for that. Plus, I have another battle to fight. The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone. I gotta destroy that stereotype. I'll fight all day long and all night to murder those totally slanderous cliches. But you are a killer with a split personality. Yeah, if she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need the little people to hold them up. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. We can't do anything on an empty stomach. You're right, let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. It'd be making me nervous as fuck being around here. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer, and after our much needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school. Okay. Fucking allergies, man. I hate that they started fucking up as soon as I get back. So nobody's here. Oh, shit. Fuck, excuse me. Has Toko got out of her Genocide Jill phase now? Not yet. Really? Next time I'll bring that fucking Flonase with me. Thank you.
Could it be?
Nothing's changed on this floor. The only difference is the gate blocking the stairs leading up to the third floor is gone. Guess that's where they want us to head next. I wonder what kind of crazy stuff is up there. Third floor stairs. Must be at the other end. Where are the third floor stairs? Let's see. Right here. What's up, Kade? Soda? How's it going? Third floor of Hope Speak Academy. I wonder what we're gonna find this time. What's up here? More stuff to search for coins, hopefully. Jesus Christ. And another metal plate. Guess I shouldn't expect to find an open window anywhere. do we see a Makoto through his eyes because he's the main character.
So in the end...
The windows up here are also barred with metal plates. Not surprising, I suppose. So escape still looks impossible. But I better check all the other metal plates again just to be sure. Just in case somebody half-assed putting one of them on, I guess. Just like everywhere else, the windows in this classroom are all blocked off with pieces of metal. Draw me like one of your friend's girls. Rec room. So this is
Let's see.
a recreation room, a place for students to come and relax. I never would have imagined a school having a place like this. Well, no normal school would. It has Othello, shogi, even a dartboard and a pool table. And look at this. They have even provided us with a remarkable number of magazines.
Isn't it wonderful?
Those would certainly be helpful in keeping our boredom at bay.
Listen up!
Ring, ring, ring! Hello there! Allow me to expound! We've got fashion, motorcycles, martial arts, video games, baseball, science, all kinds of magazines. Oh, but nothing dirty. This is a school, after all. If you need a quick fix, check out the swimsuit mags.
So then...
And will you be adding to our collection as new issues come out? Sorry, no can do. Even if I wanted to do, right now magazines are kinda what?
Watch out!
Oops! Nothing, never mind, no. Anyway, that's it for my expoundation, bye-bye. Is he giving a hint that the outside world is like apocalypsed? What he just said. I know, right? It bothers me too.
Most unfortunate.
Life here would be that much nicer if he could add some new issues once in a while. How disappointing. Really? Monokuma's voice kind of annoys me. It's supposed to be a little annoying. That's the point of it. There's a table here. It's kind of similar to the desks in the classroom, but also kind of not. There's a copy of Othello here. I'm pretty bad at it, though. I'm bad at Othello as well. The pool table is normal school equipment. Is this thanks to Monokuma, or did the school buy it? A firm-looking leather couch. Looks pretty comfortable. There's even a dartboard. Did Monokuma put this here, or was it always part of the school? There are all different kinds of magazines here on the shelf. They even have a bunch of monthly comics, but without getting regular updates, what's the point? This looks like some kind of bottle, but what the heck is it? Maybe it's just for decoration or something. It's a beat-up old locker. It doesn't seem especially important right now, so I don't need to open it. So the third floor opened up this time. After a brief investigation, it looks like there's a physics lab and an art room. I also found a huge machine of some kind in the physics lab. I wonder what it does. At first glance, this looks like any normal art room. but something about it seems off, or multiple somethings. Well, well, look at all this equipment. It certainly scratches that artistic itch of mine. Art supplies, of course, but they've also collected all kinds of sculpting tools. So, Hifumi, do you like sculptures and figurines and stuff?
Yes, indeed.
Well, normally, I limit myself to 2D, but figurines are like borderline 2D, so it's okay. I don't know how that's borderline, but okay. I'm a fan of Chiranbo, Pumpkinhead, and I especially admire anything that Saburo Ronpongi makes. Chiranbo's ability to express the movement of muscles is exquisite, as seen in his Mama Cat series. Pumpkinhead is like a little sculptor fairy representing this century's greatest quality. Saburo Ronpongi, meanwhile, is also known for his Mecha Musume series, which led to a worldwide tour. Surely they can only be regarded as the Elite Four. But one of your elite is missing. Well, the Elite Three just sounds stupid now, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Besides, that empty seat rightly belongs to me. It begins. Today begins my reign as the legendary ruler of the next century. I see. Well, good luck with that. There's gonna be a lot of stuff to look at in here, I'm guessing. This is a statue of Neo. I've never really heard of anyone using a Neo statue for life drawing classes or whatever. It's a locker, but it doesn't seem like there's anything inside. It's a Venus statue. Yep, definitely very art roomish. Elite Four Pokemon, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Even here in the art room, there's a monitor. There's not much point in worrying about it now. I should try to just forget about it. There are paintings lining the walls. Is this really art? It just looks like a bunch of crappy graffiti to me. Not what I meant to do, but fair enough. This is the repository that's attached to the art room. It's used to store different artsy things. There's like a spoiler on the floor, man. I want to search the rest of this before we look at that. Is this a statue of Monokuma? Who would ever want to make something like this? Still, the quality is surprising. There's something on the floor. It looks like a picture. But as I stretched out my hand to pick it up, almost as if on its own, my hand froze. Huh? What I saw in that picture was Chihiro, Leon, and Mondo, and they were smiling. What is this? Questions started racing through my head, one after the other. Why is it only these three people? What are they doing together? How come they're smiling like that? When was it taken? Who took it? Where's the camera they used? How'd they get it developed? And in the picture, the window in the classroom, there's no metal plate covering it. Which must mean wherever this picture was taken, it wasn't here at Hope's Peak? But there was no time to find an answer. All the questions floating around in my head were quickly drowned out by... That's mine! Give it back! Monokuma appeared out of nowhere and snatched the photo, and any chance I had at answers evaporated. You peeked, didn't you? Well, they all had some pretty dazzling smiles, huh?
Isn't that
They were definitely living their school life. It's like they ripped a page right out of the Book of Youth. What's going on with that picture? Do you know? I'm not telling you nothing. Why can't you give me a straight answer? Never mind, I don't even know why I bothered asking. Plot definitely thickens. There's a surveillance camera in here too, obviously. There are wooden mallets hanging on the wall. If I had to guess, I'd say they use them for making sculptures. A dolly. They must use it to move all these statues around. And of course there's a monitor in here too. The mastermind is thorough if nothing else. Yeah, he looks like a demonic Two-Face Winnie the Pooh Bear with an annoying voice, pretty much. There's a 4th floor, too. There's stairs leading up, but the gate's blocking my way, so there's still at least one more floor. One hell of a physics lab. This is the physics lab. It's less like a classroom and more like some kind of research institute. Hey Taka, don't you think this place is like some kind of research institute? Still no reaction. There's a surveillance camera here too, of course. This machine obviously has some kind of purpose, but I don't know anything about physics to begin with, so I wouldn't have a clue where to start with this. Oh, this is a digital camera. It's got some kind of weird anime style design on it. It's kind of beat up, but it looks like it still turns on just fine. Yep, still works. I should show the others later. What's up with this ridiculously big machine?
Watch out!
Watch out! What? What? You want to do some quantum leaping? Huh? That's a time machine. Pretty awesome, right? It was designed by a student right here at Hope's Peak. The ultimate physicist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. Well, that was Monokuma saying that, I guess. Time machine? Seriously? So we can go back in time? Okay then, let me get in there. If I can go back to the past, then I can... This time I'll stop Mondo for sure. Oh, sorry, not possible. This particular time machine can only go back 1 minute. Comes in handy when you, like, leave your pizza bagels in the microwave 1 minute too long. 1 minute? You sound disappointed. But actually, I was thinking about the whole thing anyway. There's no such thing as time machines. What? Honestly, it's just an air purifier. Air purifier?
In other words,
it can produce clean air no matter where you're at. That thing can even live on Mars. But what with the discombobulating gravity and deadly low temperatures, you probably don't want to live on Mars.
You guys...
Anyway, this machine is the reason you guys will have all this delicious air. So don't go messing with it. You break it, and it's your butt. This huge thing is just an air purifier? And more than that, just go out of your way to say something you know will hurt someone who's already suffering. God damn you. It's just the exit door over there, I guess. They must use these for physics experiments and stuff. There's materials, pulleys, steel plates, magnets, and all kinds of stuff I don't even recognize. I think I'm pretty much done looking around here. Oh, this is a new room as well. This is the equipment room. It's super disorganized and there's a strange chemical smell in the air. Ah, this place is so relaxing, so calming. The smell of formaldehyde is almost unbearable. So tempting! I just want to dunk myself right in it. Of course, Genocide Jack likes it. That just goes to show how disgusting it really is. I discovered lots of stuff, and it was all strange, but I don't know if any of it was an actual clue. I'm just getting more confused. Maybe I should head to the dining hall and talk about it with everyone else. For now, I should head to the dining hall. Damn it, don't make me go back. Let me look for coins first. Fuckers. Welcome back, Ryakuya. You don't trust the main character. When I got back to the dining hall, the first thing I noticed was... Hina? I tried to talk to her, but my voice was immediately drowned out by the others as they rushed into the dining hall.
Huh?
I thought she was sick or something. Everyone rushed past me and crowded around Hina. Being surrounded by everyone like that, Hina looked really uncomfortable.
Hina.
Are you feeling better already? Hey, yeah, I ate a few donuts, and that really helped a lot. You do love those donuts. But wasn't it your stomach that was hurting? Well, my stomach kind of made me hungry, so you know. I guess my memory's kind of fuzzy lately. They say that a goldfish will eat however much food you give it, even if it's about to burst. Miss Asahina's pretty much the same, it looks like.
Just a second.
Hey, you of all people haven't any room to talk.
Well.
Anyway, I was worried about you.
Sorry.
Besides that, you! Jeez, your knockers are huge! What the heck? Did you convince them to double up on milk production? Stay away from her, fiend! Anyway, first things first, we should talk about what we found, right, Taka? Right. It's no use. Oh, I just remembered. I saw Byakuya a little while ago. What? Where? Where was he?
What?
You're kind of scaring me. Where was he? He was in the locker room. He had a huge stack of books he must have got from the library.
No.
So that's where he was hiding. I won't let him get away from me. She just ran off. Is she okay? We should not concern ourselves with her.
Correct.
There is a rather remarkable physics lab on the 3rd floor. In the middle of the room, there was a machine bigger than anything I've ever seen before. Oh yeah, apparently it's an air purifier. Huh? What's something like that doing there? Is the device really that big? I really don't get it. I wasn't able to help much with the investigation, but I did make one discovery.
Could it be?
It didn't happen to be a donut-related discovery, did it? What does that even mean?
That's right.
Never mind, it's about the nurse's office, remember? There's one on the 1st floor, right?
Well.
I remember, but it's locked.
Yeah.
Actually, not anymore.
So then.
Did you find any protein in there? Or even vitamin supplements would be fine. I did look, but no dice. Just a bunch of headache medicine and over-the-counter stuff.
I see.
That's disappointing. It is disappointing, like the end of the world is already here. I'm not sure it's that disappointing. I searched the entire 3rd floor, but all the windows and the halls and the rooms are blocked off. I wish they'd give this a rest already for serious. Give me back my bright blue skies. Just forget about it.
Impossible.
You make it sound like I dropped a nickel or something. Just to be sure, I went from one end to the other, testing each metal plate. None of them budged.
So in the end...
The Raceme escape via the 3rd floor is as impossible as we feared. I see. There is one piece of good news. There just so happens to be a rec room up on the 3rd floor. I have no doubt our student life here will be even more enjoyable because of it. Would someone join me in a game of Othello sometime? There was an art room on the 3rd floor and it had all kinds of gear. Now we'll be able to recreate all my favorite anime characters. Oh yeah, speaking of anime, that reminds me, I found something while I was looking around.
Perhaps.
Oh yeah, that was me. I found something while I was looking around. A digital camera? That's what it seems like. Does it still work? Yeah, it seems fine.
You know?
Well then, let's see it.
What the heck?
This thing is like a kid's toy. Looks like it can store like 5 pictures maybe. It doesn't have a timer or anything.
Well,
On top of that, its appearance seems questionable. Is this some kind of anime character? Strange.
You know nothing!
Rude! She's not strange. She's Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess. Oh, you recognize this, Hofumi? Of course I recognize it. It's a super rare prize that was given away at a bingo contest at a big anime convention. You have any idea how much I had to pay that guy to get my hands on it? Wait, that's my camera! What?
Damnation!
But where did you find it? In the physics lab. It's my most prized possession. I brought it here with me, but I lost it the first day along with my phone.
Let's see.
Why would it have reappeared in the physics lab?
However...
No, but look at it.
What?
It got all messed up. Like when someone steals a sticker from your collection or you buy a secondhand shirt. Well, that's it. Huh, that's it. It's not mint condition. I don't need it anymore. But weren't you just saying how much it meant to you? Then may I have it? I might be able to find some sort of use for it. If any of you would like to borrow it, please feel free to ask. Well, I can't really imagine any of us are going to need to take any pictures or whatever. Yeah, true. Okay, I've heard what everyone else has to say. So now it's my turn. Hey, can I tell you guys something? I found something that's kind of been bothering me.
What?
What is it? I found this weird picture in the repository. Apparently Monokuma took it. A weird picture? You mean like dirty? No, not that kind of weird. It was a picture of Leon, Mondo, and Chihiro all together.
Why?
Those three? And the three of them were laughing.
Oh,
It showed the three of them together laughing. When could it have been taken? And there's more. In the picture, there weren't any metal sheets covering the windows.
Well,
Then the picture wasn't taken here.
Let's see.
But I don't recall hearing anything about them knowing each other before coming to this school. You probably just imagined it. Monokuma cast a spell on you. No, I saw it, I'm telling you. But if it wasn't taken before we got here or after we got here...
How about that?
I bet they're all still alive. They left the school and then took that picture.
Is that right?
That's impossible. After all, we saw it with our own eyes. They're all dead. Either murdered or executed. And they're not the only ones. Monokuma killed Junko, and then there's Sayaka. That wasn't an illusion. It was real, I'm sure of it. Was it Aoi Asahina attacked? No. She saw something weird, but she hasn't told us about it yet. They all died. There's no way any of them are still alive. So we have to figure out when that picture was taken. Monokuma most likely forged it. I can't imagine any other possibility. Forged? Is that all there is to it? Stay focused, man. Don't let Monokuma's bullcrap sidetrack you. He's right, but more importantly, on another topic, there is something that has been bothering me. I would like to discuss that. There's also something that has been bothering me, which I would like to discuss. What's bothering you, Celeste?
Actually...
It's about Hina. What? Me? You said your stomach hurt, did you not? But I believe that was a lie. What really happened? It varies from person to person, but whenever someone lies, they tend to have a way of showing it. It is called a tell, something that you can't hide, no matter how hard you try.
Is that okay?
Whenever Hina lies, the tip of her nose gets just a little bit longer. What? For real? Actually, no.
Oh.
But your reaction just now confirmed it. You were lying. But that's no fair. If you are going to lie, at least try to lie convincingly. Hina, be honest. Were you lying about your stomachache? Headphones just died all of a sudden. That sucks. I'm sorry, Music Girl. Monokuma clearly mastered Photoshop. Yes.
I see.
Why? Why would you lie about that?
That's it.
Are you feeling guilty about something?
Just a second.
No, that's not it at all.
But
It's just, I mean, I have a reason for it. A reason?
Sorry.
To be honest, I didn't have a stomachache. I did it because even if I came out and told you the truth, I thought you wouldn't believe me. The truth?
Well...
I saw it. Saw what? A ghost. A ghost? You mean like that ghost?
Hey.
Is there more than one ghost? But, I mean, ghosts are... See, I told you you wouldn't believe me. It's not that I don't believe you, but... I believe you. No matter what anyone else might say, I will believe whatever you say, no matter what. So, can you tell us exactly what happened? If you really mean that, Sakura, then okay, I'll tell you. So it happened last night. I was in bed, but I couldn't get to sleep. I just kept thinking about everything that's happened up till now. I ended up just getting more upset. So to try to cheer myself up, I thought I'd go get some donuts. Donuts again?
Honestly.
And you ignored the rule regarding nighttime.
Sorry.
I know, sorry. I feel really bad about that. Anyway, please continue.
But...
Well, so I left my room and headed for the warehouse. But then I started hearing a strange sound.
Well...
It was coming from the direction of the bathhouse. So I headed that way. The locker was halfway open, so I took a look inside. And I saw a human shape surrounded by pale green light. There's no doubt who it was. It was Chihiro.
Say what?
Oh, no!
No way, a ghost?
Honestly.
It is simply not possible. You must be mistaken. Just as in most cases of paranormal activity, it was born from your weakened mental state.
Well,
Then we all we have to do is go see for ourselves, right? Let's just go to the bathhouse and see what Ina saw. It is a waste of time. Maybe, but there's no harm in it, right? If we don't find anything, that'll be the end of it.
What?
You're gonna go try and see a ghost? Is that really a good idea? It might put a curse on you.
What the heck?
You can wait here if you want. I don't want to be alone. Take me with you.
Hey.
What are you gonna do, Celeste?
There is nothing to be done.
I suppose I have no choice. How about you, Mr. Ishimaru? Are you gonna wait here? I guess that's a yes. Sniffles.
So,
It was right here. I saw it right here in the dressing room. I'm getting goosebumps.
Come on.
Yeah, Cthulhu for taken. Best reference in the game. Shut up! What if he actually shows up? Where was it you saw Chihiro's ghost?
well...
Well, I heard a sound, and when I opened the locker, I saw a kind of pale outline of Chihiro. Is this the locker? There was something in here. Huh? Inside the locker is a laptop? What's something like that doing here?
Hey.
I remember seeing this. Oh, that's right. I saw it in the library before. Looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old and it's all covered in dust.
So...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. Haven't these characters go outside the building complex they're in? No, they can't. They're all locked in it. That's the point. That's why there's all the metal plates on the windows. But how did the laptop get from the library to here?
It would seem...
And I guess it's in sleep mode, but the power is definitely on. Huh? But I thought it was broken. I would bet that Chihiro fixed it. After all, he was known as the ultimate programmer.
Then perhaps...
More importantly, Hina, you said you saw a green light, yes? Surely you did not mistake the light of the monitor for a ghost. I am surprised you were able to dress yourself in the morning. Oh man, if I had the loves clueless girls attribute, I would have fallen in love big time just now. I'm so glad I don't have it. Well, I didn't really expect to find a freaking laptop inside a freaking locker, okay?
Hey, come on.
It's okay. I mean, anyone can make a mistake like that. As a matter of fact, one time I thought I'd spotted a gray alien, but it turned out to be a tadpole.
What are you saying?
Don't compare what happened to me to one of your stupid delusions.
Don't be mean.
I was just trying to make you feel better. What if I get all depressed forever now? But listen, isn't this really strange? What's this laptop doing in here?
In other words,
Maybe someone hid it here.
But
If that's the case, we found it pretty easy.
wrong.
Whoever put it here, I don't think they were trying to hide it from us. Huh? What do you mean?
Hey,
Haven't you noticed? There's one big difference between this room and all the others. There's a difference? There's no surveillance camera!
yes, it's me.
Precisely. There's no camera in here, which means this is the one spot where the mastermind is blind. So you're saying someone put the laptop here so the mastermind wouldn't know about it?
It's true.
And what Hina saw wasn't the ordinary glow of a computer screen. It was the figure of Chihiro shining pale green.
Hey,
I think it would be best if we investigated this laptop in a little more detail. It's just like Kyoko said, the display isn't on, but the laptop definitely has power.
so then,
So first of all, we have to wake it up. Right. Started hitting random buttons on the keyboard. And the display instantly began to glow pale green. There are a bunch of different icons on the desktop.
hey,
There, the icon on the far left. What is it? It says alter ego? Alter ego literally means another self, I believe. In the field of artificial intelligence, it is not uncommon to create different aspects of a personality. You can consider it something like a pen name.
Makoto.
Could you let me see it, Makoto? With that, Kyoko moved between me and the computer. She moved the cursor over the alter ego icon, and when she double-clicked it, the screen suddenly went dark, and then a voice spoke to us. Master, you're here. Chihiro's face appeared, taking up the entire display. It's a ghost! Buddha and sweet baby Jesus, save me!
Calm down.
Calm down, it's not a ghost.
what?
Then what is it?
Anyway,
I'm sure if we just talk to it, we'll find out. Kyoko began to type, hands blurring across the keyboard. What are you? And then...
Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chihiro Fujisaki.
I always get so embarrassed introducing myself. That voice, the tone, and everything. It's Chihiro.
I knew it.
Alter ego. I've heard about this kind of AI program, but I've never seen one for myself. What's up, Gamers for Life? How's it going?
That's right.
It's how Chihiro earned this title of Ultimate Programmer. The AI lives in a computer, and by repeating different tasks, it gains knowledge and grows bit by bit. Apparently, Chihiro used a support vector machine and reinforcement learning to develop it. Eventually, he came up with a breakthrough in artificial intelligence design. Support vector machine? Reinforcement learning?
It's true.
To put it simply, it's a learning method for computers. If you want to know more, just Google it, okay?
In other words,
But if this AI continues to grow, it will become more than just a piece of software to help people. Some say that an AI like this might someday replace people. Never watched the anime, I've heard it's good. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good. The game's even better, though. And that is why it is called alter ego. I find truth in MSC. It can create memories, have thoughts, and grow up. The process isn't much different from how humans work. If you were to raise your own AI that way, it would make perfect sense to refer to it as your alter ego.
I see.
A second perfect personality can never forget or grow old. That's what Chihiro created. That's alter ego. Kyoko, how do you know so much about this?
Are you okay with this?
Anyway, so he fixed the broken laptop and put his own program on there. That is what this means, yes? Then he brought the machine to this dressing room where the mastermind would not be able to see it. But you know, all this about master and whatnot, yes. I believe I'm on fire. Thought you were only into 2D. This is the most excellent 2D possible. But he's a guy, and also a computer program.
I feel as if...
Oh, that aspect is no problem.
I mean...
That aspect?
Anyway,
Let's talk to him a little more. Kyoko typed away rhythmically. How much do you know about what's going on? Master only gave me a general idea. But I do know that things have become very grave. He found himself caught up in this without warning. Kyoko immediately shot out another question. Why are you here? Are you asking what Master had planned for me? Well, he wanted me to analyze the massive number of files stored on this laptop. I believe the files are related to the school, but the protection on them is surprisingly strong. So it's taking me a little longer than I thought. But here's what Master must have been thinking. The fact that the files are protected so tightly means they must contain some important secret. For example, perhaps the secret of the school. While I was busy struggling to make a sound, Kyoko pushed forward and asked her next question. How much longer until everything's unlocked? It's gonna be a while. But I'm definitely gonna do it, so you can just leave it to me.
I see.
So, because of how long it would take, he designed Alter Ego to handle the workload. Smart. It also means that the work remains uninterrupted, even after his death. Once again, Kyoko typed quickly. Keep it up, but be careful not to let the mastermind notice you. Don't worry, I've got a secret plan already, just in case. Actually, I can see what's going on using my built-in webcam, so if anyone suspicious shows up, I'll just scream for help real loud. It's a pretty basic plan, I have to say.
Yes, indeed.
That is fine during the day, but nighttime is a concern. Oh, why?
Are you okay
Have you
with
forgotten? All our rooms are completely soundproof. Once we close our doors, he can scream as loud as he wants, but we won't hear a thing. Okay, then how about once it's nighttime, we each take turns guarding the dressing room?
However,
There's a good chance the mastermind would notice us all going in and out of the dressing room like that. Then what can we do?
so then,
Once nighttime comes, I'll leave the door to my room open. Then there's no way I can miss Alter Ego yelling. But if you leave your door open all night, then
it's true.
there's a chance I may become victim myself, I know.
However,
But I'm not as weak as you may think. I wouldn't go down without a fight, I assure you. There was an undeniable strength in her voice when she said that. She was totally confident she would be okay. That confidence was somewhat similar to Byakuya's tone, but at the same time different. Yeah, it had an entirely different feel for sure. Like someone who'd been dropped into a battlefield versus someone who'd been born on a battlefield. I felt like that was the fundamental difference. I was pulled out of my thoughts by the voice suddenly emanating from the laptop. Would you mind if I asked a few questions? I haven't seen Master for a while. When you got here, I thought it was him, but is Master... For a split second, Kyoko seemed not to know what to do, but she recovered just as fast and quickly began typing. Her answer was clear, concise, direct. Chihiro is dead. Mondo killed him.
Okay then.
I see. To be honest, I knew all along. I knew the chances that Master would survive the situation were very low. So I was prepared for this moment. Somehow I feel kind of sorry for her. I can't even imagine how it must feel to lose your other self. It is a simple computer program. It does not have feelings. Are you sure about that?
shall we go?
Anyway, that's enough for today. If we linger here too long, the mastermind will start to suspect something. And then Kyoko typed one last sentence. I'll come back later. Yes, please do. It's a promise, okay? Bye-bye. The AI seemed totally different from when we first arrived. He seemed upbeat. It was just because he was following his programming, or was it just because he was following his programming, or could he have actually been worried about us?
Could it be...
Oh. What's wrong, Hiro?
You know?
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering if we might be able to get this laptop online. Then we could call for help from the outside. But this is just a dressing room. I don't think you can get online from here.
Well?
Well, if we take it out of here and find somewhere that does have online access... That's way too dangerous. The mastermind would find out in no time. Oh yeah, true.
Indeed.
This is no time for taking needless risks. For now, I'll monitor the progress of the file analysis. I'm confident we'll uncover some kind of clue once it's finished. This feels like a detour more than anything else, but I suppose it can't be helped.
Of course.
Well, for now, all we can do is wait for Alter Ego to finish his work.
You know?
So should we get going?
It's true.
Indeed. Goodbye. We'll be back, I promise. Come on, Hifumi, let's go. Okay. And we all left the dressing room. Fumi has zero chill, yeah, pretty much. As soon as we were out in the hall, Hina let out a joyful shout. Isn't it awesome? I ended up doing something totally awesome, right? And as if he'd been waiting for his cue. Dun 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 dun! Hina has gained enough experience to level up!
What's the matter?
So, what was this awesome something? Monokuma.
What the heck?
You guys all seem in remarkably good spirits. Did something happen? No, nothing in particular. Oh, keeping secrets? No fair! I demand an exclusive interview! Denied, denied, super denied!
What the heck?
Yeah, just because you demand something doesn't mean we have to do it.
Say what?
Do it? You mean like do it? Do it? Wait, what? What do you mean do it? Do it?
This.
Ew, gross! You said do it!
Just the worst.
What? You said it first! We were just talking about going to the bathhouse. We have not had a chance to relax in some time.
Huh?
But unfortunately, the bathhouse is not divided into men and women sections. So we decided to do rock, paper, scissors to decide which group would go first. Hina won the match for us, and that is why we are all so pleased.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right. Speaking of which... Okay, boys, why don't you head back to the dining hall or something? We're gonna take a nice long bath.
Hey, come on.
Aw, jeez, what are you gonna do, right? We lost fair and square. Well, ladies, shall we go? Celeste didn't hesitate coming up with the ruse, and her poker face didn't even flinch. So she and the other girls headed back into the dressing room.
Oh. Damnation!
Nuts and damn it! We totally lost. Another day without getting to take my very first bath here. Yeah, but tomorrow for sure. You'll definitely get that bath tomorrow. Okay, so should we head back to the dining hall now?
Hey!
Hold on!
Hey!
Something strange here. Very strange. Strange? What do you mean? What's strange is, this is the perfect chance for you to sneak a peek. Huh? Yeah, that's...
Without a doubt.
You're absolutely right. I thought you were all about the 2D, man. All you need to shut up, sit down, and listen to what I have to say. An opportunity like this doesn't come along very often. It's the ideal setting of a man's fantasy. I was forced to ask myself, should I sneak into the bathhouse like Monokuma said, or just go quietly back to the dining hall? No, I can't do it. I can't treat the girls like that. Let's just head back to the dining hall. What?
What?
But what about your man's fantasy? I'm not sure a real man's fantasy should be about spying on girls and stuff. It should be more about your hopes or your dreams or of adventure or whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to spy on them.
This is
I see. I can't even describe my bitter disappointment. That primo fan service could have been yours. We headed back to the dining hall, leaving Monokuma standing there alone. But to be honest, even I was a little reluctant to turn down the offer. Yep, Monokuma is a pervert, confirmed.
It's like...
Fantasy, fantasy, my fantasy. So I guess you dig the real thing just like any other guy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I care is because it's a good reference for creating figurines. A real-life woman is useless to me, but looking at their naked form might be okay, maybe.
No way.
If the girls heard you say that, we'd all be dead meat for sure. Meanwhile, we heard the buzzing of busy voices growing louder. The girls had finished their baths and joined us in the dining hall.
You got it.
Ah, man, what a nice bath.
This is fine.
Getting a chance to stretch out and relax after all this time was a true pleasure.
Indeed.
Of course.
Normally after a long bath, I like to make myself a nice protein coffee, but... Sorry, no time for that!
So in the end...
That's what I figured.
Huh?
Actually,
We were just saying in the bath how it was about time for you to get up to something.
Because
After seeing how happy we were, an evil little monster like you would never let that last for long. You're all so terrible to me.
My entire...
Everyone's so cold and mean, even after I got presents for all of you. Presents?
Well,
Oh, have I got your attention? Then let's head to the gym where your presence awaits.
See ya.
No questions, no dilly-dallying. Get a move on and everything will become clear.
Oh,
What is it? What are you scheming this time?
It would seem...
He's probably going to repeat the same thing again. Providing us with a motive to get things moving.
Huh?
Again? I don't want to. I don't want to do this anymore. Me either. I'm like totally traumatized.
However...
It's okay. We have alter ego. I'm sure he'll find something that'll help us. So for now,
Correct.
we have to just endure it, come what may. With heavy feet, we made our way to the gym, but when we arrived, there was already someone waiting for us.
What?
To be kept waiting by the likes of you, rest assured, if we had access to firearms, you'd all be dead. Byakuya, did you get here early? Did you forget how to walk? Is that why you're late? It's simple. Right foot, left foot, right foot. The same as always, I see. Her, on the other hand.
What the heck?
Oh, she's back to her Debbie Downer self, huh? I heard what sounded like a sneeze, and she was back to her old self. So now she goes from manic to depressive whenever she sneezes? Seems kind of late to add that into the mix. Well, why does everyone keep making fun of me? I hope you all win the lottery and get hit by a bus. So when you want to say something mean, then you can talk, huh?
Well.
Anyway, it looks like everyone's here.
So then...
Which means... if they had access to firearms, Byakuya would have been one of the first to get shot, probably, because he's a dick.
You guys?
Looks like everyone's here, so then, let's get started!
What?
Come on, out with it. What kind of motive have you prepared for us this time?
However...
Whatever you subject us to, we will not break.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. We're not gonna lose to you ever again.
Come on.
You don't have to get so defensive. Calm down. I've decided to change things up a bit this time. Up till now, I've been using the whoosh of the north wind to get you all moving. But sometimes you gotta use the sun to light a fire under someone's butt.
Without further ado, I give you this! $10 million! I prepared this graduation present for whichever lucky student makes it out of here alive. What do you think? It's 10 million bucks! 10 million smackaroos! It's like totally wowie, wow, wow, am I right?
So that's the motive you prepared, is it? $10 million is... it's not nearly enough.
It's true.
When it comes to motives, money certainly is the gold standard, so to speak. Whether it's in a mystery novel or the real world. But there's no way we kill each other for money.
Of course.
She's right. You can't simply purchase a person's life. You can say 10 million or however much. I don't give a crap, for serious. Yeah, they're all right. Whether it's 10 million or any other amount of money. No, not even just money. From now on, no matter what you do, we won't kill our friends. Come on, stop trying to act tough.
I can't wait.
The most important thing is to live a pure and moral communal life. Monokuma disappeared, leaving his words on stage along with the massive sum of money. There's nothing to worry about, right? Nobody would kill a friend for money, right? Have you so quickly forgotten the lesson from last time? You can't judge others by your own standard. Yeah, there might be someone here who's having money problems. Personally, I've earned over $1 million from my gambling efforts. My life is comfortable.
I'm telling you.
Fumi, what about you?
You know nothing.
I'm a super popular content creator. I don't have any problem making enough to buy my comics and DVDs. Then...
Hey.
Just stop pressing others about their... I'm assuming they're saying like the equivalent of 10 million bucks worth of yen. Ugly. don't worry. Either way, whatever's going to happen will happen without warning. That is the nature of this game. Yeah, remaining survivors are the ultimate in their field, so most likely they would earn more than $10 million. Like, literally the only person that could even probably use that money would be Makoto. The stream went off for me. Make sure it's not off completely. Live stream offline. What the fuck? Yeah. I don't know what the fuck that was. Oops. Oh. Alright, sorry about that. I don't know what the hell that was. You didn't really miss anything though. So.
This is a school announcement. As such, it is soon the doors to the dining hall will be... Okay then. Sweet dreams.
It's that time already, huh?
Hey.
Before we separate, let me remind you. Starting tonight, I'll be leaving my room door open to make sure nothing happens to Alter Ego. But just because my door is open, don't assume that will make me an easy target.
Because...
Or the predator may suddenly find itself to prey. Her voice was calm and composed, but it was clear she meant what she said.
You know?
Okay, let's everyone just head back to our rooms.
How about that?
Don't think about that whole money thing, got it? Good, then let's break. How was that? Pretty good, right, Taka? Right. Alright, yours good on? I don't know. Mine was even down. It said stream offline. It's fucking weird. As soon as I was back in my room, I crawled into bed. Money. There's no way that's going to get anyone to kill anyone else. I told myself that, but deep in my heart, I was still troubled. After all, I thought the same thing last time about having our secrets revealed. Even if the reason for it seems completely nonsensical, a murder can still happen. That's the lesson we learned. But this time it's different, I'm sure of it. Because of the program Chihiro left behind, Alter Ego, we finally have some small hope to grasp onto. As long as we have that, then I'm sure. Does anyone know a 1924 film called Grades? It sounds familiar, but I don't think so. Little kids have it so easy. Because they can just put Lil in front of their name, and right off the bat, everyone thinks they're cute. Well, fine then. I want everyone to start calling me Lil Monokuma. See, just by adding that, my cuteness goes up by at least like 10%, right? Yeah, the world doesn't have nearly enough littles. More littles will lead to the salvation of the world. Just imagine, little arsonist, little war criminal, little destruction of the environment. Little hit and run, little death tax, little Great Depression.
even the darkest subject can suddenly become brighter. Our dreams are expanding, ding ding!
Yeah, it was definitely like modern rap music. Alright, let me smoke real quick. I want to play a few more of this, like a few more minutes of this at least. Like, I want to try to get probably to where we find out who dies, and then I'm going to cliffhanger it for you all, and we'll keep going with the investigation and stuff next time, because I don't want to have to do the whole fucking chapter tonight. Like, I want to end it like a semi-decent hour. So yeah, let me smoke, and I'll be right back, guys. I am back. What's up, Kaiser? I've played this game about halfway through before, so it's gonna be blind after a point, but it's still not quite blind yet, but it's been a number of years since I played it, so I don't quite remember everything up to this point. So, like, I don't even remember who dies next or who murders them, so there's at least that. So it's like semi-blind right now, and it'll be fully blind later. So Chad and Nikki have a hedgehog. I keep walking by, like, you know, the stairs that lead up to the 3rd floor, and I keep hearing him running in at his wheel, and I just keep thinking, gotta go fast! It's funny. Oh yeah, so I want to tell you guys this. You guys get to learn this early because you're the people who come to my streams extremely fucking late in the morning. So, I found out the other day, this guy has a video out that I have saved right now that has a tutorial for how to mod Skyrim to make it very, very horror themed. And so, I don't care what you do with this information, you can spread it around the community if you want, but come this October, I'm gonna play some horror Skyrim and it's gonna be legit. You can do things like make the skeletons and the zombies like scream at you, like when they attack you and stuff, and epic fucking looking dead trees all over the place, like really good stuff. I'm super stoked about it. Just some random thought I had again a couple minutes ago. I suppose I should put my headphones back on.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Spoopy Skyrim, yes. Who is it that made the video you're talking about? This guy's channel is one that my buddy watches a lot. I can't remember his name, but I will tell you because I have it saved and I'll watch later this. MXR Mods. He's a really good channel. He has stuff for everybody. If you want to make Skyrim slutty, he has that for sure. If you want to make it scary, he has a great video on that now. All kinds of stuff. Yeah, Spooky Skyrim sounds awesome. Good morning. Good morning, Sakura. Did you just wake up? Yeah. Waking up for our breakfast meeting is fine, of course, but getting up a little early is better. You can exercise in your room till nighttime ends. A big meal after working up a sweat is divine. You say so.
Hey, Makoto.
Hey, morning, Makoto. Good morning. You're kind of sweaty. Have you been exercising?
That's right.
Yep, me and Sakura were doing our morning workout. Oh, but I didn't break our nighttime promise. I just ran around my room until it ended. Why don't you come with us next time? I don't think I could keep up with you and Sakura.
Huh?
Seriously?
Ah.
Okay, then we could do something in the rec room. I'm not good at much, but I do know how to play Othello. I'm not very good at that either, though. I don't like to think when I'm playing, so... I'm subscribed to him. He does make good mod vids. Yes, he does. An uncut version of 1924's Greed is considered to be the holy grail for film archivists / enthusiasts. Huh. I'll have to see if I can check that out. I'll also watched a guy called Average Baiters, and he makes mod vids too. He has some really fun comedy in his videos. You'll have to check him out sometime. MXR has good funny comedy a lot of the times too. It's just funny how he edits his videos with certain little cuts and stuff. So, the people here today are the same as yesterday, just us 7. Byakuya and Toko are a lost cause, but... well, looks like Taka's decided to stop coming for good, too. It's like he's just given up. For people wound as tight as he is, when you snap hard. I wish there was some way to make him better. On another topic, Kyoko, did everything go alright last night?
Indeed.
Yeah, I didn't have any problems.
Correct.
I went and checked on the laptop a little while ago, and there weren't any problems there either, but... Kyoko seemed to hesitate, but... it's related to this case, so I suppose I should be blunt.
Anyway...
I have to make a new rule. Using alter ego without permission is prohibited. Someone going in and out of the dressing room would draw unwanted attention from the mastermind.
Oh.
I would have thought that would be obvious. Why do we need to make a rule about it?
Well...
That's a good question.
Hey.
You have any thoughts on that, Hamifumi?
Oh,
No, it's just like you said, we all need to be very careful. Huh?
Say what?
Whatever, let's just hurry up and eat. We don't have time to stand around flapping our lips.
What?
Jeez, why are you talking like a pissed off drill sergeant all of a sudden? Wish I could stay, but I have to wake up at 5:30 a.m. and it's already midnight here. All right, man. Have a good night. I'll catch you later. We ate breakfast in a rush, then headed back to our rooms. Yep, so there's going to be a couple days of free time before we find out who's murdered. So at least we got a little bit left of the stream, I guess. What should I do today? Okay, so let's go get more presents first thing. Despacito. What's up, Peter? No clue what that is. I feel like I already got that once before. Lucky. I got a second prize. A rock. Close enough. So let's pull up a handy dandy chart. Donuts! I don't know who likes donuts. R, yeah. Pull up a chart. See what I actually have now. Mineral water is useless. So rosehip tea I still have. Celeste loves that. Hifumi. Also Hifumi. Mondo. Hero Leon. Yep, obviously Hina. Alright, let's hang out with Hina since we have donuts for her. Nope, not what I meant to do. It's the handy dandy notebook. And the handy dandy map. See if we can find Hina on the map. Hina is in the physics lab, all the way 3rd floor. So outside of the physics lab on the 3rd floor. Right, I can use this as fast travel, can't I? Maybe she's in the field? No, there she is.
Okay.
Each and every person has to do their job. The cooperation of each player is true teamwork.
You got it.
That's a quote from the famous rugby player Yuji Matsuo. We gotta do the same thing, cooperate so we can survive. Should hang out with Hina for a while. Yes.
Yeah.
You wanna go for a run to relieve some of this stress? Hina and I went for a light run through the school. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Yeesh. What? I can keep this, right? Right? Yay! Ultra stoked! Seeing Hina so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. Oh man, oh man. What's up?
Okay.
I'm getting totally fired up. What? How come? How come doesn't matter. Now that I'm revved up, I need to get it out. Let's race. I don't think that's a good idea. I wouldn't stand a chance anyway.
That's right.
Really? Well, I don't mind a solo run. Well, hold on. You always seem so excited, Hina.
What's your deal?
Huh? Hey, are you making fun of me? No, I'm just impressed. Really? I used to know this one guy. He was always like, Hina, you're like a super spaz. Super spaz?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he'd see me wearing shorts in winter and he'd say stuff like that. But if you lose to the cold like that, it just means you weren't dedicated enough. Wow, you did stuff like that and didn't get sick?
You got it all wrong.
Getting sick is for the weak. If you're really dedicated, winter means even lighter clothes. It's all a part of your training. Training, huh? So, like, are you the type who gets sick easy? Actually, yeah. See, you're soft. You need more training.
Okay.
I've got the perfect remedy to keep someone like you fit as a fiddle. Huh, what kind of remedy?
Yeah.
Actually, I do this myself every morning. You just strip down to your waist, then take a dry towel and start rubbing down your bare skin. I call it, what do I call it again? A way to keep healthy by stripping down and rubbing a towel across your skin. Let's take a shot of this. Towel treatment? Is it something like towel? Wait, so you went out on your balcony and stripped down, and you were okay with that? You should give it a try. If you haven't got your health, you haven't got anything. I hate to see you catch a cold or something. Hina's report card has been updated based on your experience with our maximum number of skill points has increased. Hey, look at you go. After being introduced to a unique sickness prevention method, I went back to my room. I call it never tell this to Mifumi. Yep. I've still got some time. What should I do? Huh? Sounds like someone's here. I'll figure out who in a second. Not just the transcript. I wanted the whole menu. Yeah, there we go. Getting sick is for wimps. When it gets cold, I shed my layers. Yeah, I hear when people whisper behind my back and call me a super spaz, but so what? Taka. Is it true? Can I really see Chihiro? Huh? You mean alter ego? He's still alive? No, not quite. Let me see. I want to talk to him. Taka. The way he is now, there's no way I can explain what's going on to him. Kyoko said we're not allowed to use alter ego, but even so, I can't just leave him here like this. Okay, why don't we get going? I have to break the rules. With her staring us down the whole time. Yeah, Taka's definitely losing it. Okay, so there's a laptop inside the locker, understand? And on the laptop there's a program called Alter Ego. How do I talk to him? Well, you just tell me what you want to say and I'll type it in for you. Do you hate Mondo? And since I couldn't stop him, do you hate me? It was clear he was forcing himself to get the words out. From his mouth, from the bottom of his heart, he forced his weakened voice to make the sounds. Please. Okay. I typed the questions exactly as Taka had asked them, and then... Do you hold yourself responsible? If Master could talk now, I think this is what he would say. Please, live your life for the both of us. It's impossible for me now, but you can still survive and escape, all of you. Hey, Taka. I was about to say more, but quickly closed my mouth. The one asking those questions is Taka, right? Analyzing all available data, that's the only conclusion I can come to. Master told me how close Taka and Mondo have become. So that must be why he feels responsible. The screen suddenly went dark, and what happened next was... You're not letting yourself get crushed under the weight of that responsibility, are you? Ugh. A man's only worth as much as the load he can carry. You get it, right, bro? Hell, what am I saying? Of course you do. That's... I'm sorry if I startled you. That was my attempt at a simulation, using the data about Mondo that Master had given me. I figured if Taka was depressed, that's the kind of thing Mondo would have said to him. So you're just gonna stand there, huh? Just wait for things to get better? Just take your time and get all depressed. Take the time to indulge your regrets. You might even start walking again without realizing it. Sure, that kind of mediocre thinking might work for some people. What if I said it with that kind of condescending tone? Taka? It's starting to sink in. The way a bucket full of water sinks into a bone-dry sponge. Huh? Those words, deep within my heart. They're inside of me. Taka? Who the fudge is Taka? Your eyes.
F you.
Hey, don't worry about it. Guess I caused kind of a scene, huh? Shoot, man. And your voice.
Yeah.
I'm a new me. I'm totally stuffed with fighting spirit now, you dumb butt. Okay, Taka, just calm down.
What?
I am calm, and don't call me Taka. That's not my name anymore. I'm me. I am me. Taka let out a bone-chilling howl and ran out of the room. Hey, Taka, hold on. And I took off after him, but someone stood in my way. As if tagging Taka out, she walked briskly into the dressing room.
Just a second.
What do you think you're doing? Kyoko. Oh, no, see, this is just...
Enough already.
Don't go around doing whatever you feel like. It causes problems, and not just for me, for everyone. Sorry.
Correct.
If you're really sorry, you'll get out of here now. Okay. Yep, busted. Finally, I headed back to my room, embarrassed and sullen. Still, what was with Taka's sudden freakout? I'm seriously worried about him. It's not what you think. I was just watching porn, I swear, right?
This as such, soon the
Go the fuck to sleep! This music gets stuck in my head for days after I play this game. You wanna know why I hate video games? You might not believe this, but I had a best friend once. Actually, he was my only friend, but unlike me, he had all kinds of friends. So me and him were at his house one day when a big group of guys showed up to hang out. They just bought the latest big budget video game. They sat there, lost in the game, passing the controller back and forth for hours. But not me. I just sat there watching. That's right, I just watched. What's wrong with that? I didn't care. Just by watching, I was able to nail down all the best strategies, even though I never actually played it.
And I don't plan on ever playing it in the future either.
Fair enough. Yeah, first I get Genocide Jill, now I have Saiyan Taka, yeah. Wake the fuck up!
Good.
Alright, I need to hurry and get to the dining hall. Need to tell everyone what happened with Taka yesterday. Unfortunately. Yeah, go Taka.
You know?
Yo, I've been waiting. Huh? Are you the only one here? Where's everyone else? They went on ahead. Went on ahead to where?
Hey,
We can talk about it later. For now, let's go take a let's go take a bath. Bath. Oh, the bathhouse turn. Vegitaka.
Someone help!
Hifumi, what's going on?
Makoto, save me! I never asked you for anything, but I'm asking now!
What happened?
She's trying to kill me!
Hifumi pointed at Kyoko. Huh? Kyoko's trying to kill you. I never said I was going to kill him. I simply asked him a question. I'd like to know why he made the same mistake twice. The same mistake? What did he do?
So...
He snuck into the dressing room in the middle of the night and accessed Alter Ego without permission. And when I caught him last night, he was hugging the laptop and breathing strangely. What were you doing? I thought I made myself clear yesterday, but since being subtle didn't work,
Listen to me.
I suppose I have to clarify myself further.
Please don't kill me!
Wrong.
I'm not going to kill you, merely instruct you.
How very sad.
What?
I just want to hear him explain himself. Hifumi, could you tell me what happened?
Well...
I was just talking.
However...
Which was prohibited, was it not? I mean, you see, talking to her was just so much fun, and I just... Whoa, okay, time out. I can't even believe I'm about to ask this, but... Hifumi, you're not gonna tell us you fell in love or something, are you? The cold-blooded killing machine of the underworld would ever fall in love? That's...
Well...
Wait, no way. Is this love?
According to the spirits...
I happened to do a psychic reading for a certain famous CEO once, and that guy was seriously head over heels for a mannequin. He had a wedding and everything.
How about that?
In your eyes just now, I saw the same look in his eyes. Shut up! She's not a mannequin, she's an angel!
I feel as if...
And don't bother telling me angels exist. What we have... Don't bother telling me angels. What we have can't be defined by your petty words. Yeah, you're totally in love. So, how did things end up like this? Well, at the beginning, I just wanted to hear her say master one more time. But then I was poking around at her settings and stuff and saw she was a well-designed program. And it was like, how can I say, it was the first time I was ever able to talk like that with a normal girl. But she's definitely not a normal girl. Even when all we did was talk about my hobbies and stuff, she wasn't annoyed or disgusted or anything. Yeah, Hifumi does need a fedora. Your stories are so interesting, Hifumi. Come on, tell me more. I want to learn everything you have to teach me.
I suppose...
That's the first time a girl's ever said anything like that to me, besides my mom, I mean.
Hey.
Your mom says stuff like that to you? That's kind of amazing all by itself. That's why I was just so happy. It was so much fun. And before I knew it, I found myself, liking her. Her face, her personality, her voice, even her keyboard.
Well...
Even the keyboard? I think you have misunderstood the situation, Hifumi.
Are you okay with this?
Alter Ego was not interested in who you were. It was interested in what you knew. It is an artificial intelligence. It exists to learn. Of course it wanted to hear of things it did not know. You are an expert in many things Chihiro would not have taught it about, for what that is worth.
Honestly.
Alter Ego wants that information, that is all.
I know that.
I mean, I do know that, but still... Are you saying it's totally hopeless? Somebody says you gotta be freaking kidding me.
You.
Hey, you jerks! I'm sitting here listening to you guys jibber jabber on about whatever.
Yo.
Oh, Taka, are you back? Who the hell's Taka?
Huh?
You? Listen up, I'm me, got it?
What the heck?
You're who?
What?
Don't bullcrap me, isn't it obvious? I'm Kiyotaka and Mondo, so like Kiondo, I guess. I'm gonna stick a banana up your tailpipe. What the heck kind of fusion is this? What's happened to you, Taka? Actually, I told everyone what had happened the day before.
Well then.
So, because of what Alter Ego said to him. Are you sure it's Alter Ego's fault? Maybe Mondo's ghost showed up and possessed him. Ghost? No, there's no such thing. What are y'all whining about? Come on!
What?
God, you're really cheesing me off. Hey, Hifumi. Yes?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're thinking, but bro belongs to me.
Yeah.
Alter Ego, he's an exact copy of the one who gave me my soul back. And I'm not gonna let anyone else have him ever again, fudging idiot. I'm afraid I can't allow that. What?
So it would seem.
I can't withdraw. Mr. Ishimaru, since I have this opportunity, let me say this right now.
That's it.
Destiny has bound me and her together in the Gordian knot of true love. Well, me and him have been melded together in the white-hot heat of friendship. Hey, come on, you guys. Moron, talk down to me and I'll ram my fist right into all 4 of your vital points. Well, I punch at the speed of sound and I don't have any arm hair, so there's no drag.
Enough already.
Jesus Christ. What's up, Tara Lee? How's it going?
Hey,
This doesn't belong to any one person. Chihiro left him to all of us. We can use him to finally gain access to vital clues. Kyoko's right. If anyone dares disturb our peace any further, they'll have to deal with me.
What?
anyway,
Until after Alter Ego has finished his work, don't do anything weird. Have I made myself clear?
So?
I can't hear you.
I suppose.
Yeah.
so then,
Okay then, let's get out of here. We can't afford to linger too long.
Hey.
Are you sure it's okay to let them off with a warning?
indeed.
Yes, I have a plan. It'll be fine. Sakura is a Saiyan too. She's got like some sort of energy behind her. After watching Hifumi and Taka leave dejected, we all went back to our rooms. It's still morning, but because everything that's happened, I'm tired already. Well, anyway, I have to just pull myself together. So what should I do with the rest of my day? Alrighty, back to the chart. See what I actually have left now. I have a love status ring. Celeste would love that, but Scarab Brooch. Byakuya, meh. Bunny earmuffs were Hina, Sakura, or Sayaka. Jack or Junko. Quality chinchilla cover. Mondo, Byakuya, or Taka. And then the Dandelion, Chihiro, Hifumi, Celeste, Sayaka, Raygun, Zurian, Chihiro or Junko, Zerker Armor, Jack or Taka, Silent Receiver, nobody. Pretty Hungry Caterpillar, Only Chihiro, Old Timey Radio, Byakuya, Golden Airplane, Byakuya, Hiro, Junko, the Fun Plane. Everyone kind of likes it. Okay. Baby's Handbag, Jack Toko, Kim's, nobody, Wish Changing Bowtie, Kyoko and Leon kind of like it, so could do Kyoko with that. Ancient tour tickets, nobody. Chin drill. Taka and red costume. Shiro Hinajunko. I guess I'm using the handheld gaming device thingy to hang out with Kyoko. That is my plan. What kind of game are you playing? It's a game like it's kind of like the Ace Attorney games to an extent. All these kids are trapped in this school and being forced to murder each other if they want to leave. And there's a bunch of rules they set up, like whoever murders another student has to be able to get away with it without being found out before they're allowed to graduate and leave. If they get found out, they get murdered as well. So. What's the matter? Are you keeping an eye on me? Don't worry, I'm not going to kill anyone.
It's true.
I was just about to head to the dining hall to get something to drink. Did you want to come with me? I went to the dining hall and drank some tea with Kyoko. Kyoko and I grew a little closer today. I have to actually find that fucking thing again. Wish there were a faster way to scroll through this. Oh no, this is interesting. I must admit I'm intrigued. Can I hold on to it? I get the impression that she liked it. That's good. Can we finish this already? Huh? Finish?
So...
If we truly want to trust each other, we must truly know each other. That's what you believe, isn't it? Well, yeah, but...
Hey.
I understand why you feel that way, but when it comes to me, I think you should probably give up. What? Why?
So...
Because I don't have anything to talk to you about. Does that mean you don't trust me? If you get too involved with someone, you're apt to lose any sense of good judgment.
That's what we have to do.
I learned that lesson myself all too well. Personal experience is a ruthless teacher. Personal experience?
Hey.
Surely by now you've noticed what I always wear, something unique to me. What is it Kyoko is always wearing? Gloves, I think? It's those gloves, right?
Indeed.
That's right. Why did you bring them up? Does it have something to do with getting involved like you mentioned?
So...
Simply put, there was a time when I grew attached to someone and I made a bad decision. I was forced to learn a very powerful lesson, and these gloves are a daily reminder of that. So on these gloves, I swear to never make the same mistake again. Sorry, but I'm not sure I completely understand. Can you tell me any more about it? Maybe then I could...
However...
I'm sorry, but I can't. That's the end of it. The end. So then I never got to learn anything about her, about how she feels. Anyway, don't get too depressed over all this. The reason I'm not willing to talk about it isn't because I don't trust you. In fact, I do have faith in you, which is why I decided to tell you what I have.
Correct.
I want you to understand why I can't tell you. I can't show you myself just like I can't show you what's beneath these gloves. I can't remember the last person who saw what was beneath my gloves. That long?
Indeed.
That's right, and I can't imagine a point where I would show them ever again. Only someone I could call family would be worthy. Family?
Listen.
Are you going to volunteer? Huh?
Hmm?
Got you again. You really are foolishly open. She did get me again, and laughed at me again. But I've never really heard her laugh out loud like that. I think that must be her natural laugh. It is, right? That wasn't fake. So maybe in the end she did show me some part of herself. Maybe she showed me her true feelings. I know I always tell you to be careful and protect yourself, but to be honest, I hope you don't change. I prefer you this way. This is you. In the end, I never did really figure her out, but at least I got a little bit closer. Maximum skill points increased. After we finished up, I went back to my room. Still have some time. I feel like I'm wasting my time sitting around here. I should go look around. Hang out with Byakuya if possible. I think I did have a couple of things that Byakuya actually gives a shit about. If I can find what they were again. So I guess that's everything that I can get for Kyoko. I have feelings just like anyone else. I've simply learned not to show them so that no one can ever have that advantage over me. Neural liberation. Didn't realize I got that last time. If you get to know someone too well, it can cloud your judgment. The gloves I wear serve as a daily reminder never to make the same mistake again. What's up, Silver? It's pretty good. How about yours? I'll watch your videos later. See you. I liked and subscribed. Thank you. I'll catch you later then. So, don't have that one. Gaka does like the golden airplane, so I can get rid of that on. Wait. Hang on. So yeah, the other two I'm not. Other one I can't hang out with, and the other one I'm not really planning to hang out with, so that'll work. Jeez, everybody's up here. He's in his room.
What do you want?
I wondered who it was coming to talk to me. Turns out it's the always useless, ever incompetent Makoto. Sounds like a prick and I don't want to hang out with him. What's up, Dylan?
That's
do it anyway, because you asked. Fine, I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this. You bastard, how did you get your hands on this? Even the collective force of the entire Togami Corporation wouldn't be enough to obtain this gem. But I'm going to hold on to this. Seeing Byakuya so pleased with something I gave him makes me happy. I have a question for you. Huh, you do?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore, so to answer my question, I need you to explain to me what exactly your ultimate lucky student title means. Oh, well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
So, in other words...
So you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. I see. Well, that answers my question. What was the question? How a commoner like you, with absolutely no unique talents or abilities, could get into the school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in. Boring? Generic? Did you really have to list all that off?
Naturally.
What is the truth? Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all. But even I... You seem to think it's merely an issue of title, but make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate.
In other words...
Which is to say, I'm the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. He's really taking this to the extreme. You who have nothing, I who have everything, we are living proof that all men are not created equal. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed. And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory. Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma. You're busy editing one of your new videos you were working on? It's going to be a surprise? Right on. Hell yeah. Byakuya in real life would be the person who would interest me, but would also make me want to slap him every time? Yeah. Unlock the skill Cool and Composed. Nice. Did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went back to my room. Yeah, I think he needs a good beating. He's not that physically perfect looking. Go the fuck to sleep! Again.
As soon, okay?
Nighttime already. I guess I'll just go to bed for today. Happy New Day! I'm the kind of guy I don't want to celebrate a new year. I want to celebrate the dawn of every new day. Because every new day deserves celebrating, so...
Once again, Happy New Day!
Wake the fuck up!
Good. Get ready to...
Better get to the dining hall. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they're all ultimate, which is to say I'm the ultimate perfection. Cool and composed. Taka and Kyoko are not here today.
You know?
Kyoko's still on guard duty, probably. I have no idea about Taka.
Damnation!
May as well just forget about that guy.
So,
You don't have to get so mad.
You know?
They're rivals in love. What are you gonna do? Don't put me on the same level as that virgin. I might catch his virginity.
But...
Nah, my guess is you're already infected. Wait, can you really catch it? Stop being vulgar, let's eat breakfast. But as soon as my hands approach my food... Huh, that voice. The doors to the dining hall exploded open and a figure appeared.
So in the end...
So it's you, Genocide Jack, and...
That's enough.
Don't bother asking why we arrived at the same time. The answer should be obvious.
Yep.
I'll give you a hint. I'm wearing red lingerie today.
Huh?
I don't think anyone wanted to know. Hold on a second, you. Huh? What's your top power level? Like 35, 22, 33? You start out big on top and try to look thinner down south? Look at your melons. They're seriously gargantuan. Do you dunk them in milk every night or something? You're starting to freak me out.
No forgiveness!
If you lay a finger on Hina, I will show you no mercy. So, what do you want? Surely you're not here to join us for breakfast.
Naturally.
Of course not. I came to hear a story. A story? A story that nobody bothered to tell me yet. Are you talking about alter ego? Sorry, but we can't talk about that right now.
What?
Why not? Because of certain circumstances. Up till now, you haven't given a crap about anything, and now you're all concerned? I don't buy it.
It's all clear now.
I've just made a decision. When we get out of here, I'm going to feed your body to the vultures. What kind of messed up dictator are you?
What?
But isn't this a democracy? Or would you exclude those who don't fit into your tyrannical majority? But that's not what we're doing.
That's fine.
Well, whatever. If nothing else, tell me what's going on with Taka. When I saw him yesterday, I happened to notice something seemed off, so I was curious.
Indeed.
Taka has become utterly useless. Celeste, you don't have to say it like that.
I see.
Did his spirit collapse or something? Was he unable to withstand this environment? Those men who clothe themselves in the cheap fabric of justice are often the first to fall. But perhaps that will make things all the more interesting. Interesting?
Such ignorance.
Let me leave you with a bit of advice. Don't come to rely on false camaraderie. or you'll reap its bitter reward.
What the heck?
That's why you came to give us that amazing advice? It seems I am unwelcome here. Then I will grant you your desire and remove myself.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Stop talking.
You don't need to come with me.
Yep.
You don't have to play hard to get, Master. You can just play hard. That doesn't make any sense. Byakuya started slowly back out of the room. He started picking up speed and soon he was sprinting out of the dining hall. He ran away? So now he's running hard to get. I see. Wait! So, at the end there, what was that all about? Just now, Byakuya was like, maybe he's like the mean guy who starts acting different and getting all flustered when things change. Guess so. Those of us left in the dining hall finished our breakfast and went back to our rooms. More free time. Alright guys, I'm gonna give you guys one more free time. Chat picks it if you say it quick enough and you have something that I have a present to give someone. Don't pick Hiro or yeah, just not Hiro or Taka right now. I don't really want to do Toko either, because that's just gonna be weird. I want to try to like max out at least one other person. Someone I've done already. Sakura? I don't know if I have stuff to give to Sakura or not though. Go back from the beginning of the list real quick. Out of those. Pretty sure I don't have that. That either. Nope, never got anything good for Sakura, I don't think. Aoi again. What did I give her before? Donuts. I don't know if I have anything else for her right now either. Nope, nothing good anyway. Shit. Let's go back to the list. One more time. So the mineral water is useless now. The rosehip tea I could use to give to Celeste. Wanna do that, Celeste? What's up, Panda? If I was locked in a school or building with 11 other people from the Renegades in chat, who would they be? Not sure. Probably Nate, Chad, Nikki, you, Dr. Dell, Brenda, Vi, Ariel, Mikey, Clinton, and I guess Hannah. That's 11 people. So yeah, I guess we're going with Celeste. We're playing Danganronpa. It is a game about a bunch of students who are the best at what they do, and they got locked in a school and are being forced to murder each other before they are allowed to leave. They have to murder someone and get away with it. And the rest of them have to figure out who got murdered if someone gets murdered. Let's figure out where the hell she's lurking around at. In the rec room. Yeah, sort of like the Belko experiment to an extent. It's a little more Phoenix Wright, though.
How are you?
It's a little like less mass murder skill and more like individual murder among a small group. Ah, Makoto, how are you? Should hang out with Celeste for a while.
Indeed.
Would you like to play a game of chance with me? I would be happy to empty your wallet and show it to you. Celeste gave me the business. That sounds dirty. So I can have these? I may have to revise my initial impression of you. The more wonderful things I receive from you, the better impression I get. Seeing Celeste so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy.
Let's see.
Say, Makoto, do you like Mahjong? I never actually played.
Most unfortunate.
Is that so? A pity. I was hoping we might play together. Are you good at it?
Yes.
Good?
Indeed.
No, I am not merely good. I once played a game of Russian roulette Mahjong and won. Russian roulette? It was a truly fierce contest put on by a half-insane billionaire in the basement of his mansion. My opponents were a fierce old man and a silver-haired boy who was said to have the devil's own luck. We played with a modified rule set. I remember well the glass tiles we used. And you won?
Indeed.
I defeated them both at once. I will never forget the angry, twisted looks on their faces. The crowd that had been invited to watch became positively riotous. Nobody could believe I had won. That is one of my fonder memories. I'm really glad I didn't agree to play Mahjong with her. Celeste's report card has been updated. Maximum number of skill points has increased. Look at you go. Whew. Unable to comprehend Celeste's fearsome pass, I went back to my room. There's still time left. Can't just sit around doing nothing. Celeste's Glorious Past, Part 1. I once played Russian roulette Mahjong with a half-insane billionaire in the basement of his mansion. I won, naturally. Okay, so... watch me save this fucking game. In a new slot, just to be sure. Yep, there. Chapter 3, School Life, free time, daytime. It is saved. Please don't make me play back through that next time. Freaking game. Okay, guys, so... What kind of extras are there? You need coins to buy the music? That's lame. Anyways. Thank you guys for coming to hang out with me tonight. I'm going to get out of here and run hang with my buddy for a few. Apparently nothing's going on tomorrow, so I'll be back tomorrow and I'll play something else. I'll put up another poll, probably be similar to the one you had tonight. If you guys have suggestions for stuff you want me to play tomorrow, you know we have a games request channel in the Discord. So post in the Discord. If it is something I have, then I will add it to the thing. If it's not something I have, I'll let you know. And if you want to donate it to us, if you want to see it played bad enough, that's always an option as well. So anyways, good night everybody, and good morning. I will catch you all next time. See you later.